Yeah, so hopefully this time as I'm recording, my brother won't come stomping up the stairs or nothing will get in the way. Well, I haven't had a video idea for a while and my friend suggested maybe talking about my ADHD. Maybe so the idea is that people who also have it can understand it a bit better, or people who don't have it and know people who've got it. So everyone at my school who have come into contact with me, unfortunately for them, when my ADHD is playing up, then they can, understand a little bit that I'm not just some crazy psycho that's running around like a mad person. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone if I look like I'm being rough or whatever. It's just one of the big parts of my ADHD is I adjust to people's energy. So you guys at school know I sat with certain people whose energy was very, very high and very hyper and loud, and I loved them to bits. I loved it. I thought it was great, and my ADHD came out a lot with them around me, and I was hyper, I would run around, I would be loud, screaming. It would be raining, and if some of my friends were out there, I'd be running around out there like a nutter with them. I adjust to their energy. But if you saw me with another type of friend that I had when I was there, who was really calm, quiet, reserved, relaxed, I would also be quite quiet and less fidgety. I wouldn't be all over the place. So I kind of adjust to the environment around me. And I think that's the scariest part of people who see or witness people who have ADHD, because one moment they are like through the roof crazy, you want to strangle them and tell them to shut up, and then the next second just a click like that and the calmest and quietest kid in the room. And I guess it can be kind of daunting seeing the switch up, but it is something that happens, especially with mine, and it's something I don't really have much control over. It's just if they're hyper, I'm hyper. And I think I'm not sure if it's an idea of wanting to fit in. I'm not sure if it's just the ADHD is like, wow, look, someone's going crazy, let's go crazy too. Or someone's being calm, it's like, okay, maybe this is the type of environment where we should just be quiet, be a low level, and all that sort of stuff. Another part from my ADHD is people. Now, people scare me. I don't know if that's my anxiety, which is linked to my ADHD, or if that's just because wondering if I'm going to be judged about it or what happens. The actual ADHD itself stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, so my attention span is like a goldfish. I can either be like a goldfish swimming around in circles amazed by everything that I've seen 3,000 times before, or I can be so focused on some work and someone can try and shake me, but that hyper focus is there, and someone can try and shake me, someone can try and throw something at me, but I won't budge, I'll still be focused because I'm set on that work. Or I can be so distracted that I can just somebody moving can set me off the whole thing and can completely mess up my whole concentration, like the little bit of concentration I have. Even the sound of a pencil click, like a pen clicking, that can take my concentration levels madly down when I'm not very focused, when my ADHD messes up. So my concentration's either all there or nothing, there's no in between. And it is kind of hard. It was hard at school, but I did manage to do well. I managed to pass my exams. I mean, I passed everything. I failed maths a couple times, but I got it in the end. So ADHD at school is quite hard, especially when the teachers don't understand as well. Like, I was lucky, most of my teachers, I think only one of them didn't really understand it for how it was. But I had a teacher who at the start didn't know, and I had to explain my ADHD when I was on there having a good day. And my whole lesson experience changed with them, so everything went well. I wasn't hyper, I wasn't aggressive, I wasn't rude, I wasn't getting sent out for like the rest of the next 2 years with that person. So it was explaining your ADHD to school is quite important as well. For me, being on meds, I hate it, but it helps. I'm less of a hothead, less of an anxious person when I'm off meds. Everything's weird. It's like, I went out the other day off meds. I was so scared. I thought everybody was looking at me. I wanted the ground to swallow me up. I was in Sainsbury's on my own. I had to go get something for my mum. I was like, okay, everyone's running around like a headless chicken. I know I need one thing, so I do not need to run around like a headless chicken, but oh my god, everyone else is running around like a headless chicken, so let's just run around like a headless chicken, finding one thing that I know where it is, but going nowhere near it just because I want to fit in. So getting that one thing took longer than it needed to. And it was hell. I'm not gonna lie, it was hell. Being on them, I mean, I don't know, I guess ADHD can be a blessing and a curse. I mean, I don't have to sleep much. I have energy coming from everywhere, and I don't know where it comes from or how I get it or why it comes from nowhere. It just does, and I mean, I can go days without sleeping, and then as some of you guys saw when I did the sports day, I can still run like 3 races and still not pass out yet. You know, it's not that bad. One of the biggest things of my ADHD that everyone recognises first is the hyperactivity. At the end of school days, so my medication used to wear off, especially in like year 10. In year 10, I had a form tutor who understood my ADHD, but I could walk into the form room at the end of the day, she'd send me straight back out like, nope, you're too bouncy, I'm not dealing with you now. Or if, as I am now, I feel like I'm speaking a million miles a second. I feel like that's how fast I'm speaking, is like a million miles a second, and that's another thing. It's either I'm a bit awkward because I haven't been on camera in a while, or I'm hyper, but there's no one in my room, I'm on my own, so I don't know why I'm hyper. I haven't had anything sugary. No, I haven't had anything sugary, so it is a bit weird. ADHD is, it's not all like hyper, and it's not all bad stuff that everyone associates it with. Like, kids with ADHD can be incredibly smart, because especially if they've got a certain area that they like to focus on, they will focus for hours on it. Usually ADHD kids can be very caring, but they can be very switch about it, so it can be 1 minute they want to beat the crap out of you, but as soon as they calm down, they're very caring. So like with me, I remember getting into a fight, I ended up hitting someone, I felt so bad, I keep apologising, I still apologise today, because I feel guilty for it, because I don't like to hurt people. And that's, I think it's another trait of ADHD, is quite caring. Can be quite funny sometimes if they're not laughing at you or with you, it's one of the two. You can be quite focused on stuff, but you can be very inattentive and still focus, so it's a bit. But ADHD is different in everyone, so my experiences in it isn't going to be the same as everybody else's. There might be a couple of links with it, but just try not to take it too harsh on kids that you know have ADHD. Try and be a bit more understanding. Ask them what helps them, like, just give them time, let them calm down, let them get out their energy however way it means, even if it means running around like a headless chicken in the playground for like 7 hours, because that can happen too. But yeah, just take your time with them, and kids with ADHD aren't actually all that bad. I do know a couple of kids with ADHD who are actually like genuinely amazing, and sometimes you can grow out of ADHD, so not everyone will have it for life, and it is more common in boys than it is in girls, so it's a fun fact. But yeah, medications help, except from like Ritalin, which I think is banned now, as far as I'm aware. But I hope this was a bit educational for you. I hope it wasn't too all over the place like my head is at the moment. Hope you guys keep looking after each other. I am coming up with ideas for new videos, hopefully gaming videos soon, I promise, I will. And I hope you guys are having a good time. Look after each other, stay safe, and